And we are live. Good morning, Shel.
Hi. So if we are live, shouldn't it be showing on the live stream? I must.
Well, it says we are live on here. There's probably a little lag time between the new software and YouTube. It
Okay.
says we're broadcasting, but yeah, not sure why it's not showing up on my phone. There it goes.
Yeah,
There we are.
it came up.
We're there. See? We're there.
Okay. You're not there on mine.
Okay,
What am I
it'll
doing
come. It'll come. We're live. So, hey guys, it's August. Can you believe it? It's August. There's Laura's here and Love to Tink.
Paula.
Paula,
Paula.
Yeah. And so people are finding us, even though we're changing things up and doing a little bit different. You may notice that there are two screens at the same time now because we are using this new streaming software because Google kind of left us. So you can see the hands of Shel, you can see the hands of Peg.
Yeah, it did not, it's not synced. Look, when I can see your hands moving, then the delay, there's a huge delay before you can see my
Yeah, there
hands.
is. There is a lag, but that's okay. I mean, we're
Here.
we're here. We can talk to people. Hi, Deborah. Laura says she's waving. Hello. So we just have to kind of slow it down when we're talking so that, you know, it'll catch up. So, hey, Ela, hi.
Blurry. Hi, Ela.
So,
okay.
What are we working on today, Shel?
I can see on both of our screens that we're going to be inspired by the August mood board from Art Joy Sharing today. My printout is really crappy because my printer sucks. So I went through and I picked some colors because what I really want to do today is do an abstracted piece based on the colors and shapes. Not necessarily, like when you do a mood board, you don't have to look at the mood board and say, oh, there's a flower, I better put a flower on my thing. You can do that, but you don't have to. You can just use the shapes and the colors. So I looked at my computer screen and I picked some Dilutions paints and I got two different colors of Naples yellow from two different companies, if you can see that. I don't know why there's two different colors of Naples yellow. Shouldn't it just be one color?
Is one a hue?
But, yeah. So I've got those. I've got a piece of pressed board that has like a canvas texture on it. And then I picked out a bunch of papers and I picked out some stencils and I'm going to make an abstract collage piece on this board showing you how I am inspired by this. That's my plan. That's my plan.
Hey,
what's your
plan? That's good.
You know, I don't have a plan.
Okay. I was inspired by this morning. So you know how I fly, seat of the pants kind of stuff. And what struck me were these archways in here. So I think I want to incorporate some archways into whatever work I'm doing. I don't know what direction this will take. It'll take whatever direction it wants to. But did you remember to turn on your secondary camera, Shel?
Yes, I did. It is okay. It is recording.
Okay. Just wanna double check, make sure everybody's on board with what we need to do. New stuff, guys, new stuff.
Oh, and a lot more complicated.
Yeah. So I pulled out a bunch of collage papers. I mean, these are just, you know, mop up, all kinds of things that I've got in my stash. And I'm going to start my page with some of those because, you know, I pulled out my Deco Art Media paints because, you know, I love my Deco Art Media paints. And I have them in green gold, sap green, Hansa yellow medium, phthalo green blue, the vermilion, phthalo turquoise, naphtha red light, and Payne's gray, because I see all of that in this. Okay.
Oh yes, all those colors are there.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'll use all of these, but I've got them here. I've got them ready to go. And so I'm just going to start my piece by getting some gel medium and start putting some of these pieces down in my background. And I see Shel's already on a roll. One of the things that's nice is I have a bigger picture of what Shel is doing.
Yeah, and you guys can see
Before.
both, even though we're not talking. Like before, I would host and I would switch it back and forth. And this way, you guys can see what's going on both screens, even though we might, one of us is talking.
Yeah.
But with a delay.
Right. So I want to say hello. We've still got people coming in. We've got Sybil here. We've got Barbara here, Cindy Bagley, Tape Queen, Rainy in Florida. Okay, Rainy in Florida.
Wow.
My kids are in
It's
Florida.
not raining here, but it sure is cloudy out there. Monsoon,
Yeah, monsoon season over there. We have had rain on and off, not that much. It's almost like fall here already because it's getting cool in the evening. I mean, we're dropping down in the 50s already. So
That's crazy.
I know, right?
We're dropping down into the 80s.
Yeah. Hey, Peggy. Dropping down in the 80s. Yeah, no, not here. So what have you guys
So I can tell you guys the colors that.
Go ahead, Shel.
I was just going to say, I can tell you guys the colors of paints that I picked out that I thought were in the inspiration piece. I tended to go for the real bright colors. So I've got the first thing I really wanted was this tomato red, and I knew that I had it in Dilutions, and it's Post Box Red. It's a very yellow forward red blend. And then I think that goes right along with it, and I thought was in there in some of the raspberries and things, was this Pure Sunshine, which is kind of a bright yellow. And then in the lettuces, I really saw a super bright pop of green. So I picked out the fresh lime. And then I went with coordinating colors. This warm chocolate color was my neutral, which is the melted chocolate. And then I've got a couple of the different greens. This one needs to be thrown away. Yuck. But I'm still going to use it. It's I love the color Dirty Martini. That's probably one of my favorites. And then the chopped pesto. And then I got my Naples yellow out, which is inspired by the corn at the bottom corner. If you guys don't know what we're talking about when we say mood board, this is from the Art Joy of Sharing Facebook art community that we have. And every month there will be and is posted a mood board. And we're just trying to show you how we use it to inspire art. So I'm using a stencil over some paper that was actually gifted to me, which has some greens and yellows on it, and just trying to make some different interesting shapes that I see mirrored on the mood board. Archy shapes, round shapes, grid shapes. And so I'm going to try to make some papers over some papers and then start collaging those on. And I'm thinking it may, I may not finish it because of just all the distraction of trying to figure out how all this stuff works.
I know we got a lot of things looking at here because I've got, okay, just to give you guys a little history here. Google Hangouts has gone away from YouTube. And so that's why we're using this streaming platform now. And it's just starting. It's just, a new company. They're just starting to get going. And so they're making all kinds of changes. It'll be kind of painful as we go through the growth process with them. Because, it's like anything else that we try. We just go with the flow and do what we can. But it'll all work out, because, hey, I think it's improvement. I think you guys have said that it's improved, that you're seeing both on the screen at the same time, and you're liking that. And, you know, so it's not a bad thing. It's just a change.
I don't like change. Just saying.
Well, change means you have to grow, and it's difficult sometimes when you have other things going on that are pressing, and you don't really want to, you know, you don't want to think about something else that is going to take time and effort. And yeah, it does.
Yeah, who has time for time? Jeez.
So I'm just putting some of these colors down in a random fashion. These are just those collage papers that I pulled out of my stash. These are just, you know, cleanups or mop offs, or, you know, I've got a lot of that kind of stuff. And I just want to cover, this is waterproof, waterproof, not waterproof. This is watercolor paper that I'm putting this stuff down on. And, you know, I'm not really thinking a whole lot about composition yet. Now, I'm wanting to incorporate some of this image because it's got the foliage and stuff in here. And I'm thinking that I've got this stencil with the arch on it. So I might just utilize some of this stencil. Let me get something clear or semi-clear. Let me get this green gold. And I can have those trees in the background, kind of. And I'm going to water that down just a little bit because I want it pretty runny, because I want to be able to see through. And this is just a I don't know, magazine image that I ended up printing off on my printer because I liked the image. And I thought, well, maybe I can use that. Now, this may run under the stencil. We'll see, because I got pretty sloppy and I was talking to you guys at the same time. Yeah, it did. But that's okay. Because what I wanted to do was to obliterate the picture that was there originally, because I don't want to use somebody else's photograph. You know, I want to make it my own. So this is what I do. And now that I've got that much done, I think I'm going to use the stencil and just cut out that section of the arch that I want. So I need a pen that I can, oh, sorry, didn't mean to bump the camera. Pen that I can get in here and work with. That'll show up on this dark background. So I'm just getting the shape of the arch so that I can repeat that. And I might actually do that on, let's see, the arch in here. Let's do that on a piece of this too.
I don't have enough space. Making me crazy.
Crazy. I know, the one thing about having all this equipment on your desk is it kind of limits the amount of art making space you got.
That's
You have to stay in frame on 2 different cameras. So, yeah. Love a challenge, right?
Yep, I got papers everywhere. I got paints everywhere. I don't know. We'll see how this works.
I'm just mopping up my mess before I stick my elbow in it. All right. So.
Probably a good plan.
Yeah, especially for me. Hey, Marie, how are you this morning? And Rennie? Pick a stick challenge prompts for August. She loves them. All right.
Oh, good.
I put the prompts up this morning, so if you guys are in Pick a Stick, you can go over there and find those. If you really need a whole lot of inspiration at the first of the month, we've got it for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
besides the mood board, we've got the 3 different projects for Pick a Stick already posting. And then our artists for the month will be coming out with all kinds of stuff for you too. So yeah, it'll be a fun month. So the video that I'll be having out tomorrow is the Pick a Stick Challenge journal page. And Shel and I have already completed those and posted them, so they will be going live tomorrow, right, Shel?
Yep, it's already scheduled.
So
it's up and ready to go.
This is the one that you're going to see how I made it.
Mine's up in the cupboard. I can't get it for you.
Okay. So
Well, I could.
If you're interested, watch for that video.
Yeah.
And I think this month was a lot of fun. I mean, who doesn't love a fish, right?
Yeah. There's so many options.
Yeah.
So when I created the mood board this month, because it was my turn for a mood board, but it was Peg's turn for Pick a Stick Challenge, a couple of the pictures have women in them. And I was thinking about how women are always the nurturers, the ones that grow the food, the ones that provide the cooking. These, of course, this is a stereotype, but just because it's a stereotype doesn't mean it's not true.
Well, until you get to the next generation, yeah.
I thought I might want to add some type of a sacred feminine image into my collage. So that's why I picked this stencil, which is Weeby. She designed it. She always makes things that I find very feminine. I always think that spirals are feminine. It reminds me of the womb and growing things in your belly. And she does a lot of plant-like things.
Oh, yeah.
I also find feminine. I think that tree branches and sinuous things like that are feminine. So that's just my own personal weirdness, but that's why I picked this particular stencil. And I'm not sure I'll use it. I'm just making some pieces that I might use.
I don't think it's just you, you know, as long as I've known, they've called it Mother Earth, right?
Yep.
So
definitely
that mothering, nurturing thing goes way back, you know.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking about when I created the mood board. I was thinking about harvest and food and freshness and natural things. And that led me to kind of the idea of feminine things. So that's where it came from, in case you guys were wondering.
Okay.
I always have these weird thoughts.
I'd probably go back later and say, I wonder what she was thinking.
Yeah. The heck was she thinking? Crazy woman.
Okay, so I got those arch shapes incorporated into this, and that's kind of what I was looking for was, you know, if you look here, we've got these arch things. And as you're looking through, you can kind of see the foliage and things that's back there. So that's where that came from. I also pulled out some other stencils because when I was looking at this, first I have to find my stack. Oh, because it's on the other side of me. I was looking at things and how they inspire me. And this might be of interest to you guys because, you know, you want to know our thought process or how we come about doing some of these things. Well, I look at this and I see Middle Eastern, you know, I see this lady in the market, you know, a farmer's market, and she's got her shawl on, and the arches where you're going through, and you can see the another lady down here with her market stall stuff before her. And so I started thinking about Moroccan type images and that sort of thing. So, you know, the first stencil I pulled out was this one. Let me see if I can get something behind here so you guys can see it better. That doesn't work either. I need something dark. Okay, I pulled out this one because it's got some of that kind of imagery. So I just, I start going through and looking at things. I also liked this one because it had some of those layers in it. And one of the things that you see in this type of a mood board are all the different layers, all the grids, all the rows, so I look at this and I see a linear pattern on it. And so I think, okay, that could work, Also, it's market and it's a sunny climate. And so I look at this stencil and I say, oh, that kind of looks like sunburst. And I like that one too. And okay, keep going, right? This is where my head takes me. Next one I look at is this palm tree, and I'm saying, oh yeah, baby. And I kind of say, yeah, that's going right there. And then I look at this one, and it's still got that arch sort of thing to it, even though it's got this structure up here, but you don't have to use the whole structure. So I pulled that, and then I pulled another one that looks very much like what Shel was talking about, which is those growth angular type things. So, this is what I do is I go shop my stash and I look at what I have and what do I want to use or what do I want to incorporate into my piece. Now this is very wet. It's very wet because I just glued all that stuff down. I'm going to have to dry it. So pardon me. And I'm going to see if I can mute this because that's something I haven't done on here before.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. There must be something in the settings.
Yeah, there must be.
Just use your Tim Holtz Ranger. It's very quiet. You can still run.
Guess what?
You found it? Oh, that one just kind of goes on its own, I think. I don't need to stencil over that because it's got a lot of these same types of shapes and colors already. Maybe I'll just add a few red pops on it. I can't believe I said that word. What world are we in when I say that word? Looks like Kathy has joined us. Hello, Kathy. Gina, thanks for reminding them to like and share and all those things. That's very helpful if you guys will do that. This channel is much smaller than our regular channels and it needs all the help it can get.
So that worked. Hey, I'm glad.
Hey, it worked. You got very quiet all of a sudden.
Well, the mute button works. I'm just saying. So now I want to add some, I think I'm going to start adding some gesso and some color in here. Because what I want to do is knock this stuff back into the background. So that's how I do that. And I'm going to, actually, let me grab some crayons. Who says I have to use paint? Let's get some crayons.
You don't have to. It's mixed media. You can mix it.
That's right. And because we are in that sunny climb, I'm going to get fossilized amber to start with. Put that in here.
All right, where's my head? This board is a little bit bowed, but I'm afraid if I try to bend it back, it's gonna be creased.
Uh-oh.
See, it's not flat. Why are you not flat? Be flat.
Uh-huh.
It's not working.
F sharp.
I think I'm gonna start gluing some stuff and things.
Stuff and things. All right.
Yes, stuff and things.
I
I
do
don't know
like
why
that
this has
color.
thread on it.
I'm just going to take I should have put some, okay. Before you go any further, Peg, get your art guard on. Good grief.
Yes, I did that already.
Yeah, well, guess who hasn't, and guess who already looks like this? So, yeah, Kathy, hi, and Gina, good morning. I haven't said hi to you guys.
Peggy says she finished all her iCads.
All right, good job.
Good job. That's a lot. That's 60.
Well, you know, that daily work is so important. You know, I cannot stress enough how it helps me to just get something out and do it. I mean, okay, not everything is a piece of magical art that looks wonderful and everybody's going to love, but it keeps you creating, keeps you moving, keeps you involved, and you know, you learn and grow from just the experimentation. I have this month been experimenting a lot with the alcohol inks because I got those new ones. And let me tell you, I am learning things as I do it. That's one of the reasons that I get stuff and experiment with it, is so that I can learn the properties of a product. Because, you know, every time you get a product, they don't work the same. They don't all work the same. And you have to get your product and get it out and put it on the paper and try it out, or whatever surface you're going to work on, and play. It's all about the play. Is this where I get my break? I need my coffee break. Usually you're talking by now and we've switched the camera back. I'm having my coffee, guys.
I have water.
Oh, that's so good.
Water's nice.
Water is nice. I think I want to lighten that. It's still too dark. Still too dark up in there.
So this is the one I'm going on. This one that I stenciled with a couple of the colors over a neutral background, random piece of deli paper. And I'm using the Liquitex matte gel medium, which is what I prefer for collage. And then I'm using an old credit card to try to smooth out some of the creases. The deli paper is never going to be completely flat. It doesn't want to. And who are you to argue, right? Who am I to argue? But it can be flat-ish, flat adjacent, you know. Let me find some other paper in here. How about this one? That's pretty. Let's have some of the leaf stuff in the background.
But I don't think they have the right one.
I need to tear that square because of the grid pattern. I'm trying to keep these sort of squarish, not definitely square, but Sybil says she loves coffee.
Oh, me too, Sybil. It's just my thing. All right, where is that? Let's do some inks.
You can see that some of that paint
is
not good dry. We're having humidity. It's so weird. Let's see, the paint that I stenciled wasn't dry, and then when I collaged, it got smears. But it doesn't matter because I'm just going to collage over it anyways. So it's irrelevant. Need to get some greens in here. What is some greens? Greens, greens. I don't know if I want to get these guys yet. Oh, this isn't green, but it's pretty. It's very pretty.
Pretty, pretty.
I like the way it looks. This one is translucent, so I can layer it over the top of other things, and you can still see the other things underneath. And I really enjoy that. I really, really enjoy it. It makes me happy, happy, happy. I think I'm just going to give it, where's my water bottle? Ah, just give it a little bit of a spritz, just for good measure, to get it real nice and pliable. Sometimes when you're collaging, it's a good idea, I usually do it on the heavier papers, is to spritz it and break down the paper fibers a little bit, and then they will glue down better and adhere to your substrate better. Oh, but that's so pretty. That's pretty. I believe that's tissue paper. Somebody sent me that. This one already has the colors on it and some of the shapes that I think are appropriate. We're already on the gel print. I think I can put this one down here somewhere. So you got visual triangle, right?
Right.
Draw the eyes around the piece. Just something to think about when you're making your composition. Like I could put it over here, but then your eye would be drawn in this direction and it would fall right off. So by putting it over here, I've got that visual triangle type of a thing going on.
I think I need to add a little something, something there. Don't want sap green. How about some Payne's gray?
What are you saying, Randy? She says something about people not liking it, but I don't know what she's talking about.
Coffee, I think.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Well, she and I went to the coffee shop together, and I didn't have coffee. I'm a tea drinker. Never lived in England, but I really like tea.
Well, I like tea. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if I'm not drinking coffee, I'm drinking tea. So one or the other.
Need some green.
Get this to
Why do you have no green?
show up here. What I'm thinking with this stencil is, you know how those flowers were hanging here? And I want to
Yes.
give that impression here with this.
If you look way back into that picture, it's actually a farmer's market type of a thing too. There's little market stalls set up in the back of the picture.
So I
was just all into
it. Of the yellow mixed with the Payne's gray. And I'm getting the suggestion. It's just the suggestion, you know, of something floral here.
Took on some bright green pieces. Where are the greens? Oh, here's some green.
Come over here. Do that again. But that's what the mood board is about. It's supposed to, you know, inspire what you're doing on the page. And that's what's inspiring me, is that floral look, that arch that I'm seeing here the rose with this. And you see how it starts to come together, even though it's a very abstracted piece. Now, I think
it's interesting that we both decided to make abstracted pieces today without any consultation. We don't make a plan, people. I mean, we have a general plan, like, oh, maybe it's like today it's a real not general plan because I think the topic was something like play or something. But we both decided to do the mood board, and then we both decided to make abstract, and then we both decided to have collage, and we both decided to have stenciling. And this was all not planned.
I'm honestly thinking I want to cut this stencil. And yes, that's allowed. I'm going to cut this and make it more of a mask. So I'm just going to
right here.
cut this edge.
Now,
They're
this,
your
my
stencils. You
friends,
can do what you want with them, right?
that's a crusty bit right there. You know how much I love crusty bits.
I do.
That is a beautiful, fantastic crusty bit. I adore it.
So now I can slip the corner in here. I have a mask.
No.
And
Nope. Where's my crusty bit gonna go? Right there.
I think I need another. There we go. There's my scruffy. Scruffy. What? I never can remember what this is. What is this thing?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
oh,
see?
I know what it is. I just can't.
I can't ever remember the name of this thing.
Where are you stuck to the paper? There we go. I really do want this guy to be right here somewhere.
I have a mental block. But basically, it's a sponge that fits on my fingertips.
Yeah. Oh, I do know what it is. I can't think of it.
No,
Gosh.
I know what it is too.
You get them from Stencil Girl.
Yeah.
Mary Beth always uses them whenever she's doing live streaming and stuff. And I haven't actually gotten any yet. Pesky crusty bit. All right, I need to get some lighter stuff in here now.
Oh, I see you're going to take a class with her. That's cool.
Oh yeah. She's going to be in Prescott, which is like 4 hours away from here. And I was like,
yeah, if you
I just
ever
can't
get a chance, go take a class with Mary Beth. She is a lot of fun and does amazing artwork.
Yeah, it's a two-day one, and it's like, well, I mean, I can't really pass that up, even though it's a year away. It's hard to plan, you know, in my situation. It's hard to plan that far ahead.
It is hard to plan.
But are you kidding me? I mean, she's going to be close enough. There's someplace that I can drive to, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's why I have, you know, I've taken several classes with her and her designers. And I have been lucky enough. I mean, she is in the St. Louis area, so I can drive that. And her team sometimes comes to her studio. And then she's also taught in Wisconsin, so I've gone over there to take some classes. So what I'm doing is I got a little bit too much gesso in here, and I'm just mopping some of that with the backside. Scrungy, is that what it is? I don't know. We'll come up with a name for it.
It's that one thing.
That one thing, yeah, that one thing. But yeah, I haven't used that stencil before. It was about time I drug it out, right?
I have some of those. The stencils came pouring in so fast at one point that I haven't even used some of them. As crazy as that may seem.
Yeah, not crazy at all. You know, when they have a sale on something, it's like, do I or don't I? And I usually do.
Oh, Rennie, she's going to be at the Two Cats Studio, KAT, in Prescott for 2 days, and it's in, do I want to say May? Does that sound right? Of next year.
I think that, yeah, I think it might be May.
And it's not been announced yet. It's just when you're in Stencil Club, you get some stuff in advance. So that piece of paper was sent to me by Lori G in a package I received recently, which had a ton of really cool stuff. And I thought that that paper really matched. So I pulled it out this morning when I was looking through. Managed to put away all that stuff yesterday, shockingly. You know, you can't believe I actually put something away.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't, because I never do it. It's just a fact. I don't put anything away. I just let it stack up on the ground. Oh, that's right. I liked this one too. This one has this grid. I think this is from Lori also. Another pack of papers that she sent. And it's also got this really nice dark.
Okay, I'm liking the arch. I'm liking the sky. I'm liking what's going on up in here. I'm not liking what's happening down here at all. Okay. So I have to readdress this down here. And one of the ways that I like to do that is just by doing something linear, you know. So I've got my distress crayon, and I can break this up. Just like so, you know. And come down this way. Break that up. And let's see. Hey, Jamie. Ding, ding, ding. Flat surface.
Yeah, we kind of stopped paying attention. Holly has joined us.
Yeah. Cheshire Cat, Holly, APG.
Yeah. I think Vicky I saw earlier. Or I saw someone talking to Vicky maybe or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Oh, what I haven't put in here. Oh, this is something. I haven't put in the orange. Orange, you thinking I need a little orange to brighten that up. Yeah.
There you go. Can't go wrong with a little orange. Some people would not agree with that at all. Some people hate orange.
Well, you need the contrast. You need the contrast here.
Orange is just a polarizing color. Some people don't like it at all. I think it maybe has something to do with what it does.
Out with this a lot here to me.
I need to do something over here, like some type of a little piece of green or something.
But that's what I do. Sometimes I have to go back and look at some of these colors in the inspiration board to see, well, what is it that would make that grabbier, you know, make your eye follow around the page more. So yeah, now that I put that punk on there, I'm not sure I love it. So let's just emphasize it some more, shall we? I can do this without ruining the pen.
Okay, I'm pretty happy with this first layer so far. I just need to put something down here. Maybe just a little bit of this. Okay.
Yeah, I am not loving, okay, not loving it. That means it's going away. I can do that because I can make it all go away.
That's true, you can.
Just like that. Much happier without the palm tree. All right, so let's go a different direction, shall we? Let's do a little more collage stuff. I've got I like this black and white imagery. I don't have much black and white on here. I need to get some black.
Well, maybe not black. Maybe Payne's gray.
I like black. And what I'm going to get is some paper that I've altered.
Oh, empty mess. Scooch, scooch, mess, scooch. Hold on. You're messy over there.
There's, you know, there's something about the stark contrast that is interesting to me.
Well, considering how obsessed I am with making illustration lines and shadows around everything, that's probably my situation as well.
Yeah. Right. You know, anybody
Stop drawing lines around things.
Illustrator is doing that all the time, right?
All right, now I've got some of these painty pieces that I want to bring in. I don't know, maybe.
But I really need to break up what's going on here. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to achieve that by adding this. This is just paper that I altered by putting over a stencil and running sandpaper over it. Hey, Becky, how are you today? You know, it doesn't have to be a whole lot, but I think it is making me happy. Making me happy. A little bit. Yeah. Okay. So, back to my bird. I see one of the reasons I wanted that is I wanted something for this bird to be standing on. Definitely needs to be grounded. So I'm gonna ground the bird right here. And then I think we're going to add to our image Leslie.
No. Stop it.
Oh, what is there over here? I have something that will work with it.
These are still sticky. I can't believe it. are we living? Not Arizona.
And have my, let's see here. Which ones do I want? I think I want this one. Stuffed poblanos, enchiladas. You're talking my language. Guys are going to make me hungry.
I want to cut her out.
I might need glue for that. Oh, good grief. Ruthie has a question. Let me see. What do I do to read answers to my question? Where are you, Ruthie? Are you in chat? Did you get the chat drop down? Not sure where she is.
Something dark behind there.
Oranges, reds, lime greens. Yep. I'm not sure I'm understanding. You're right there. What's the question, Ruthie? Yeah, it does kind of look like that, doesn't it? I've got this red standing out down here, and there's just, I'm going to have to incorporate some of that up here.
Oh, she wanted to know how I keep my brush supple. I just make sure that the glue never dries on it. It was wet to start with, like slightly moist, not sopping wet. And I don't know. I don't have much problem with it, really.
Well, and I use brush cleaner. This is a really good brush cleaner. So, when you get done, you can condition your brushes.
If I have to really clean out a brush, I will just soak it in Murphy's oil soap.
That works too.
Yeah.
Especially for acrylics. Okay,
Yeah.
not liking those feathers.
Which is what I use. So
I need more color. Color.
what happened to my Archie piece? I've lost it. I had one that I put those arches on.
Your arch?
Yeah. And rings. What happened to it? It's gone. We gone. Yeah, this is dark.
Okay, hold it up. I want to stay down.
I can't stand it when things aren't standing on something. It drives me crazy. need some arms. Oh. She has arms.
Oh.
Okay, let's see about arms. Sorry, chick, your arm is going to get cut open. Yeah, Ruthie, the thing that happens is that we're looking down at our art and trying to finish an art piece, and sometimes we don't see it, the question. So if it's highlighted in all caps, like Jamie's talking about, then it's easier for us to find it in the chat and see it when we do look up. It's not that we're ignoring you. It's that we're focused on doing art.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, because, you know, I've got this here. I've got a camera over there. I've got a camera over here. And I'm looking at you at a little tiny screen that's off in a distance.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like that on though. And I'm not sure about this one either.
Okay, I'm just shredding it now. Not a good thing to do.
It's somewhat interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
So because these crayons are water soluble, what I'm trying to do is go back over it with some gel medium without obliterating it. Kind of tricky. I wonder if I have a pen that's going to write on here. I know you're going to say Posca. I'm going to say it's not fine enough.
Posca. I'm going to say that every time.
I know.
Tilt. It's kind of cool though. I kind of like it. Let's see about gluing some of this down.
I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Come on. Some days like this. I have a lot of pens. It's just which one is going to be my choice. Too. Well, it's dry yet. Part of the problem with working like this is you end up with stuff that takes forever to dry.
Yeah, especially when you're layering and layering and layering and layering like we do.
Yeah.
We got kind of quiet. We're too focused, obviously.
Obviously. But hey, they're chatting amongst themselves.
Okay, that's fine.
Beck says she hopes everybody's having a great day. Laura's been in the water. Vicki went grocery shopping.
Oh, gosh, I need to do that. I always need to do that.
Barb says,
that.
Yeah, Vicki's always after her.
Why is the food always running out? Why doesn't it just stay? Do you ever wonder that? It's like, where does it go?
Oh, I know where it goes.
Yes, I do too. Sons. Sons eat food. A lot of it. They're pesky like that.
Yeah, this is still wet.
If I wasn't filming with my camera, I could take a picture of this composition that I laid out so that I could get it down right. But my camera's filming, my iPad is doing chat,
Right.
and my webcam is filming and doing live stream. Yeah.
So I wonder what I did with that stencil. There we are. I want to use this one again and put in some stuff down here at the bottom. And for that, I'm going to get what? My hand just reached out and got what I really wanted. Light molding paste.
Good hand.
Good hands, good hands.
Nice of it to know what you wanted.
Yeah, right?
Don't you crease right there. Why are you doing that?
There we go.
Everybody just lay down.
Over here. Okay.
Hey, 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 hey. None of that.
Okay. Clean off my stencil and see what's going on.
Ooh.
Ow, ow, ow. That was hot. And I don't need it, so I'm going to unplug it. Do not stick your arm on the hot glue gun. Sybil's gone to work. Bye, Sybil.
Yeah, she has to do that every week. She comes in and then she realizes she's going to have to work.
I wonder what I did with. I know I have wipes around here somewhere. I know I do. Talk about distraction. Oh. And I had a clean desk when I started. I'm just saying I had a clean desk when I started.
A likely story.
Mm-hmm. How are we doing? We got about 20 minutes left, right? I need to dry that off. Hey, Hanny, haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? Baby wipes do I use? Whatever I get from the Dollar Tree. I'm not fussy. I mean, I got right now. These are Huggies. They have them at the Dollar Tree. I've got other, whatever they have. Yeah. After dinner dessert, I don't know. Dessert. I have put so much stuff on here. I don't know if it's ever going to dry. I need a toaster oven. Just stick it in there and let it go.
There you go. That would probably work.
That's good. Are you traveling this summer, Hanny? I've watched some of your videos when you were camping. Okay, that's semi-dry. Let's see if it'll take the stuff I want it to take. I want to get some of that. Don't want any gesso in this because I want it to be translucent.
Are you talking to the paint again?
The paint, I'm talking about the paint again. Yep. So I'm cleaning off a spot on my glass so I can put some down without gesso in it because, you know, I have this little bitty spot where I'm putting my paint out on my desk. And I just want to water down the paint now.
Oh, crud.
Full screen, and is this soft? Y'all on full screen, and is this software changes you over to a narrower view? Well, okay. I think it depends on the device that you're on. Like I said, this is new software, and I know they have not worked all the bugs out of it. I don't know what it's looking like on a computer. Are you on a laptop? I'm looking at it on my phone, and it's covering the whole thing. So I think it really depends on the device that you're using.
Here it is.
I mean, I can change the screens. Like if we want to come in here and I want to show a different layout. I think I can change it to a different layout, but I don't really want to do that because I want you guys to be able to see both of us working. I don't know if any of these other ones are any better. This is not full screen. Neither is that. You know, so I can change how you view, but in order to get this and have us both on there, I have to make the right selection. Does that help? Okay.
No, oh, not a screen. What time is it? Wow.
We've got about 15 minutes, I think.
Oh, this thing is so not going to be done.
That's okay.
I need to do detail work on it. You know, pen work and shading.
This is taking way longer for me too, so it's okay. I decided to, instead of trying to rush it, I decided to slow down because I was not being happy with the results by rushing.
So these pieces that I'm gluing on now are die cuts, and they were sent to me by Lori G. She sent me a whole bunch of different shapes, and I pulled out the ones that are, she called mixed media ones, which, I mean, maybe that's what they're, I don't know. Anyway, I thought that they would look cool on here.
Yeah.
Because of the shapes, because of the, and then this gives it a little bit of white.
I need to clean my needle nose in here. It is not going to cooperate. All right. Just won't use that. Yeah, I don't want to put any more wet stuff on here because this pen is not permanent. And so I will probably go to some dry medium. I might use some pen pastel or something like that to add some more color in here, which would be a good idea. Because the crayons are just way too bulky.
Probably going to be a little bit more stenciling, and then I need to go in and do like shading and highlights and maybe do something about the face. So yeah, this is definitely not even being done at this point.
So let me get my pen pastels down.
Nope, 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 nope. Not dry either.
And let's see, we need some tools for that.
See what people are saying. Rennie says, great things take time, don't rush it.
So true, so true.
Terry has joined us, I think. Yes. Hi, Terry. And they're talking about something. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my chat has stopped scrolling. I don't know what's going on there. What is going on there? I've got these little bitty makeup things for detail work. And I got too much. But I really want to highlight this chick with some of that bright color. And I still want to add some feathers into her tail. I'll get rid of that darker gray in there. I don't like this swipe here, so I want to disguise that. And let's see, how am I going to do that? I'm going to take another color. And pastel. And see what I can do in here with that. And I have here we go. This will take care of that problem, probably. I have a quote here.
Yeah, that's pretty subtle. Okay.
Let's see if I can get this where I want it. That looks a little better. So where's my... I will need glue. I know what I'll do. I'll just use the good old tacky glue.
Tacky glue.
Good old tacky glue.
Can't go wrong with tacky glue.
And I want a line. I think Posca can do that part. Still want to ground this. And that's still wet, so it's moving all over the place. And bleeding. Okay. And let's see, where's the... tacky glue. See if I can get these to go where I want them to.
Where's that peas in a pod one? That's what I want. Not the peas in the pod one. Where is it?
Certainly tacky glues to me pretty good.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe, maybe not. Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not.
She needs bling. Right? Bling helps everything.
Oh, I have to agree with that.
Let's see.
I don't know. I don't know.
What don't you know?
I don't know. I was originally thinking I would use this thing, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Just not feeling it.
Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. How about some... and some bright... I don't know. I'm trying to decide. What would it look like?
We got about 5 minutes.
Yeah, my piece is totally not done, so I guess I'll have to finish it later and then show it on a different video or something.
Yeah, they're talking about the different views. I mean, we'll go, okay, first time we've done this, so we'll go back and look at it and see what those different views look like for you guys. Unfortunately, we're looking at you on another piece of software and on our phone and, you know, doing all kinds of things. And what they're saying is on the PC, it looks great.
Uh-huh.
And Barb says we're seeing you side by side.
Right.
And that's really what we wanted, was so that you
Yes.
guys see that both of us work at the same time. And we honestly thought that was a better format than what we had previously, where we had to switch the camera back and forth.
Yes, I think it seems like it should be much better. And that's what I see on my iPad also.
Right.
So I don't know what they're watching on that they're not seeing that.
I don't know either, but, you know, they can comment and let us know what device they're using, you know, what kind of issues they're having, because, you know, that's the only way we can change things or grow, is because you guys comment and tell us about it, because we don't know.
Yeah.
We're just here doing our thing.
Every device that I have open currently looks like,
Looks good on our end, you know?
yeah, it looks good. Yeah. I would much rather watch this format than the other format we had before, because the other one that we had before, you couldn't see, when I was switching the camera back and forth, you couldn't see what the other person was doing, which
Yeah.
didn't seem to make much sense. So yeah, I would say this is better.
So as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy with what we're getting. And, you know, at this point it's free, so I'm not going to complain.
Oh yeah. It's if we had to pay for something, that would not be good, because this channel doesn't make any money.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we looked at some other options, but it was like $40 a month. Well, yeah, we don't make any money off of this. This is all gratis. And so we're not going to pay $40 a month to do
no
this.
chance. Nope.
Because, I mean, we can hang out and do this privately and not share and not have any cost.
She just got red all over her face. Oh dear. So I take it we're kind of done. Is that it?
Well, I'm trying to see what the heck's going on over here. See, now my chat on my phone stopped. Now I'm looking in the software and I see people's stuff coming in here that I didn't see before. Vicky's asking about the lag time. Artsy wannabe Nancy. Yeah, I've got stuff in here that I didn't see over there.
Huh.
Gina
So
said
there's
looking good.
I know there's lag time between what I'm saying and what you're seeing. If my words are in real time, then my actions are behind that. And I noticed that at the very beginning, because Peg is hosting, I'm behind. She's in real time, but I'm behind.
Well,
the picture is.
I'm looking at what's on YouTube, and YouTube is behind.
Yeah,
and
YouTube is behind. Yeah. But the lag on my screen for YouTube is longer than yours. That's what I'm trying to say. Because you're the one hosting.
It's always been that way, Shel. It's always been that way. It's
Has
just
it?
that you were hosting before. Yeah.
Oh, so I never knew it was like
You
that.
never knew what I was facing.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's about it from us for today.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment or a question below if you need to. We may be able to answer it. We may not.
Yeah.
This is just as new to us as it is to you. So
Yeah. So we're doing what we can with what we have at the time. This was the first day of the other software going away. So there will be other people looking for answers of how to do this. And, you know, we'll collaborate. We'll talk to people. We'll figure something out. And honestly, the guys that are doing this software package are working really hard to make it better for us. So I see some good things coming in the future.
sweet.
So I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye.
Bye.